Let's welcome you to another session of Cellular Mobile Communication, Unit 5, Multiple Access Systems. Today we discuss about the topic of what are the practical multiple access systems. That is, what are the practical methods. In previous classes, we discussed about what is the theoretical part of basic multiple access systems. But today we discuss about what are the practical methods we are using in real time. We discussed today class. That is practical multiple access schemes. Practical multiple access schemes. The first technique of practical multiple access schemes are high capacity FSK in the FDMA system. That is, we are taking the basic FDMA system. We are using FSK, frequency shift keying is the modulation we are using in FDMA system. Here, once we are using the FSK, frequency shift keying in FDMA, the maximum channel width is 30 kHz. Each channel having 30 kHz bandwidth. For better quality of transmission in digital voice, we are using 60 kbps or 4.8 kbps in FDMA system, either 60 kbps or 4.8 kbps, depending upon application. Depending upon the application, we want high quality of voice. We are using 60 kbps. We want very less bandwidth. For that particular application, we are using 4.8 kbps. That is, we are using either 60 kbps or 4.8 kbps. It can depend upon application part. Now, how to calculate C by I ratio. You know how to calculate C by ratio. Once suppose they are given the frequency reuse distance and K values. You know how to calculate C by ratio. I think we had discussed in third unit, right? C by ratio calculation, and we are having four different conclusions is there. C by I is greater than 18 dB, less than 18 dB, equal to 18 dB. Like this, some conditions is there. Now suppose C by I is directly given. How to calculate K value? See this one, the first one. The first example I am taking here. I am taking omnidirectional antenna system. For this omnidirectional antenna system, how many co-channels are this for omnidirectional antenna system? We are taking 6. Compulsory from center cell. Number of co-channels are 6. Suppose all distances are same. All distances are same. At that time, C by I, which is equal to, how to convert? Suppose they are given C by I is greater than C by I equal to 13 dB. How to convert in normal? C by 10 power 1.3 in general. This is dB. We have to convert normal. We have to go for 10 power 1.3. And C by I equal to, here Q, in denominator we are getting Q power minus 4. That is, in numerator we are getting Q power 4 divided by 6 co-channels is greater than 10 power 1.3. Finally, we are getting 20. For solve this equation, we are getting Q equal to 3.31. You know Q value equal to D by R. D equal to root 3K into R divided by R. The automatic cancels R. We are getting 3K. The Q value equal to root 3K. Then substitute root 3K equal to 3.31. Finally, we are getting approximately K equal to 4. K equal to 4. Suppose in this, suppose we are giving AMPS system, we are taking block A. In block A contains 333 channels. The number of channels for each cell is M equal to 330 channels divided by 4K. Then that is 83 channels per cell. 83 channels per cell. But you know the condition, C by I is greater than 18 dB or equal to 80 dB. Suppose substitute C by I is greater than or equal to 18 dB. Substitute here Q power 4 divided by 6 is greater than 10 power 1.8. Something we are getting C by something we are getting Q value. Once Q value calculate, and finally we are getting 47 channels. That is C by I equal to 13 dB. We are getting 83 channels per cell. When C by I is greater than or equal to 18 dB, we are getting 47 channels per cell. Now taking another example. Now we are using directional antenna system. Here in this directional antenna system, 120-degree sectoring we have to apply now. 120-degree sectoring apply now. Suppose there are only two interference cells. A difference is there, omnidirectional antenna system and directional antenna system. In omnidirectional antenna system, 6 co-channels are interfere, but in directional antenna system, particular cells can be interfere. Here in this example, only two interference cells can be occurred interference. Here which is equal to d plus 0.5 r. That's why finally we are getting q plus 0.5 power 4 divided by 2 co-channel interference. It is greater than or equal to 10 power 1.8. Finally we are getting which is equal to 63. Then the final calculate q equal to 2.85. Then k equal to finally approximately which is equal to 3. Then number of sectors for 120-degree for each cell contains 3 sectors. 3 sectors. Then 3 into 3, which is equal to 9. Then m equal to 333 by 9, then which is equal to 37 channels per sector. In previous example, we are taking channels per cell, but here directional antenna system 120-degree sectoring, we are getting 37 channels per sector. Similarly, we are taking C by I equal to greater than or equal to 13 dB. In previous case, we are taking 18 dB. Now we are taking 13 dB. Then finally, we are getting Q equal to 2 and K equal to approximately 2. The number of sectors 2 into 3. That's the K value 2 into 3. We are getting 6. Then M value which is equal to 55.5 channels per sector. In third example, we are taking now 60-degree sectoring. 60-degree sectoring of directional cells. Here now apply C by I is greater than or equal to 18 dB. They are given D plus 0.7 R. Only single interference cells. That's why Q plus 0.7 power 4 divided by only single interference cells. Then which is here Q finally Q value which is equal to 2.12, K equal to approximately 2, M equal to 27.75 channels per sector. Here denominator see this one, K value multiplied with 6. Why? What is going to 6 here? 2 channels they are given. 2 into 6. That is 60-degree sectoring. Each cell can be divided into 6 parts. That's why 2 cells can be divided into 6 parts. That's why 333 divided by 2 into 6, which is equal to 27.75 channels per sector. So we are taking C by I is greater than or equal to 13 dB. It's simple. We are getting Q equal to 1.14, K equal to 1. Then M equal to 333 divided by 1 into 6, which is equal to 55.5 channels per sector. You see this one. See this example. First taking omnidirectional antenna system, 83 channels per cell or 47 channels per cell. For 120 degrees sectoring, 37 channels per sector. 55 channel sector, 60 degree we are getting 27.775 channel sector, 55.5 channels per sector. From this all of examples, the spectrum efficiency is increased by using digital technology. That is, we are taking applying frequency shift keying in FDMA technique. We are taking 2 different types of data rates. 60 kbps or 4.8 kbps, depends on application. I'm taking examples of omnidirectional antenna system and directional antenna systems with 120-degree sectoring, directional antenna system with 60-degree sectoring. That is reverse operation. In third unit, we discussed in a flow. Once they are given distances between 2 interferences, we are calculating the values. Finally, we are getting. But here in reverse operation, this is the first technique of practical multiple access system. Next, the second one is TDMA, time division multiple access system. Why you are going for time division multiple access system? In time division multiple access system, the spectrum efficiency can be increases. Why? The same channel can be utilized with number of customers for different time slots, and In TDMA system, the analog radio equipment can be replaced by VLSI digital signal processing. VLSI digital signal processing. Here in TDMA system, a single antenna works as a both transmitter and receiver, that is transceiver, and simple network interference. But the main only single drawback is there in TDMA system, that is the drawback is TDMA is accurate clock requirement. Right. Here, how to calculate transmission rate. How to calculate transmission rate. Here, in accurate clock results in time jittering. Here the time jittering here. The time jittering is due to the instability of the frequency synthesizer or the transmitter and the clock or the receiver. That is, suppose both transmitter and receiver clock should be synchronized. Otherwise, we are getting jittering. Nothing but suppose we are taking radio broadcasting station. They are transmitting their audio. For suppose they are taking 93.2 megahertz. They are transmitting. The receiver also have to set that same frequency. Then only we are receiving signal. Otherwise, they are getting noise. The same thing here. We are getting time jittering. That is, both transmitter and receiver motion should be synchronized. Here in time division multiple access system, several dispersions occurs, especially in urban areas. What I mean dispersion? Dispersion is nothing but ISI. ISI nothing but intersymbol interference. That is merging of pulses. Merging of pulses. Suppose we are taking the example United States. The delay spread is 3 microseconds. 3 microseconds. Then rate calculation, transmission rate 1/2 pi into 3 microseconds. We are getting 50 kilohertz frequency. Here in time division multiple access system, we are applying diversity schemes at receivers. By applying diversity schemes, we are calculate bit error rate. Bit error rate. The another effective scheme applied in TDMA is adaptive decision feedback equalizer. Adaptive decision feedback equalizer. Is the feedback we are giving from receiving section to transmitting section. One up to the equalize the pulses to reduce the intersymbol interference. Right. This is about time division multiple access system. The third one is spread spectrum. Spread spectrum. Here is spread spectrum, nothing but spreading of the spectrum. Suppose we want less bandwidth, but available bandwidth is high. We want less bandwidth. Other than we have to spread the code for the total available bandwidth. Here we are applying frequency hopping scheme in FDMA system and direct sequence scheme in TDMA system. In spread spectrum scheme, again we are applying frequency division multiple access system. In this, instead of FSK, we are using DPSK. Differential phase shift keying. Why you are using DPSK here? For error correction purpose. The channel is 30 kilohertz. Same. And another modulation scheme is MFSK, multi-level frequency shift key in spread spectrum. And time division multiplexing technique. Here the available bandwidth is 4 megahertz. Here what about here? If FDMA 30 kilohertz, but here 4 megahertz. that is available bandwidth is high. This bandwidth can be utilized by any one of the customer for different time slots. Here the operation of this FDMA and TDMA, see this one. See this figure. The first one here, the first figure shows TDMA. TDMA. See this one. Here we are using only single transmitter for transmission of digital signal. The bandwidth of 4 MHz. This is a bandwidth of 4 MHz signal. It can be transmit signal between transmit receiver. The number of transmitters using TDMA is single transmitter. Number of channels 60 channels. Single transmitter. All customers are utilized to single transmitter for different time slots. But here see this one in FDMA technique. The maximum bandwidth in between 25 kHz, 30 kHz. See this one. First we have to take. Suppose we are taking input is digital signal. We have to convert from digital to analog first in FDMA. Then 60 channels, nothing but number of transmitters also 60. Then combine together in AV, then transmits in analog waveform. Then signal is received by receiver. I converts from analog to digital final one. See these two figures. What is the difference between these two figures of TDMA and FDMA in practical? In TDMA, single transmitter is there for all customers. For FDMA, number of customers equal to number of transmitters. And FDMA supports analog system. Right. See this one. Cell structure of wideband TDMA system. See this one. A one base station for 3 sectors A to C. That is, this is single base station we have to apply for A, B, C. Come on, one base station, second base station here, third base station. Yeah, see this one. The same now applicable here. Now we are taking this one. A, B, C. 3 cells. A, B, C. We are taking the type of antenna is omnidirectional antenna system. Instead of 3 base stations for separate base station for A, separate base station for B, separate base station for C. Instead of 3 base station antennas, there is a single base station to cover A, B, C. For omnidirectional antenna system, this circle. For A, for 1 to total 60 channels available, 1 to 20 allocated to C, 21 to 40 allocated to A, 41 to 60 allocated to B. That is channels A plus channels B plus channels C, which equals 60. Similarly, that is this is a pattern and the pattern. Suppose I have to fix here. Directional pattern. This is for A system transmission, B system, and C system. Right. Today we discuss about what are the practical multiple access systems. That is the first one, FSK with FDMA. Where we are calculating how many number of channels per cell or channels per sector, M value. And second one is TDMA. The third one, spread spectrum. In spread spectrum, again we discuss about FDMA and TDMA system. Right. Thank you very much for attending today's class. Do you have any query? Type your query in a chat box.